Good day all. This is Gayatri from Department of Information Technology, working as assistant professor. Today in this session we are going to discuss about data acquisition from cyber forensics. In cyber forensics, in the investigation, this data acquisition is considered to be most important step. From this step only the investigation will actually take place. So cyber forensics is the field of forensic science which involves identifying, preserving, analyzing and submitting the data in front of the court. So this type of investigation will be carried out in order to find out the evidence against the crime. Usually this cyber forensics will play a vital role in investigation process of the entire crime. Now let us discuss the definition for data acquisition. So the data acquisition in cyber forensics will refer to the process of collecting, preserving and securing the digital evidence or information from various sources like computers, storage devices or networks. Along with gathering the digital evidence, this data acquisition will also maintain the integrity of the digital evidence in order to analyze in legal or investigative proceedings. In cyber forensics, usually there are two types of data. So one is volatile data and another one is non-volatile data. The volatile data is storage where the data stored in the particular storage will get wiped off once the when the system is powered off. In compare with volatile, the non-volatile data storage will preserve the data even when the system is powered off. So in digital investigation, investigation, the investigator will have the responsibility to recover the data both in volatile data storage as well as in non-volatile data storage. So in volatile data storage, the data will be mostly stored in RAM and usually the currently running process will be in the RAM. In non-volatile data, the data will be stored in hard disk as well as USB or CD, other secondary storage devices. Data will also get preserved in this non-volatile data type. So for example, the volatile will be capturing the running processes and network related connections. In the non-volatile, the data can be either stored in files which is located in hard drive, then logs, email related informations. Next, now we have discussed about what are all the data available in cyber forensic investigation. Next we are going to learn about what are all the data sources relevant to the cyber investigation. So there are usually three types of sources are there. One is primary source, another one is secondary source and third one is tertiary source. So the primary source, usually during the investigation the investigator will start to recover the digital evidence or digital data from the storage which is directly connected to the incident or the crime. So these kind of storage will be called as primary source. Usually the primary source can be of computers, laptops, servers or other mobile devices like smartphones, tablets. Next, regarding the secondary storage, secondary sources, the devices will be considered as additional devices or platforms that are indirectly relevant to the incident. That is, these kind of digital data will be mostly relevant to the case, that will be indirectly relevant to the case. Next, the example for secondary sources can be of cloud storage devices, the network logs, IoT relevant devices can be used for these kind of data storage. Next, third one is tertiary sources. In this kind of sources, the investigator will be beyond the immediate control of the that particular device environment. Here the investigator will not have a proper direct connection with the storage environment. Instead of if that particular investigator wants to retrieve the data from the storage, in the sense they have to get a proper permission from the authenticated authorized person. For example, it can be of social media platforms or external databases. Next, whatever the investigation steps we are following, we have to adhere with some laws and norms while performing the investigation, so that as I told before, the data acquisition is considered to be the initial step of cyber forensics. So while performing the cyber forensics data acquisition step, we have to follow these three basic principles. One is chain of custody, the second one is integrity verification, and third one is use of write blockers. First one is chain of custody. That is, after performing the acquisition, we will be collecting all the related digital evidence from the crime incident scene. After acquiring that particular data will be carried out to the forensic laboratory, and there it will be stored. So after storing that, for analyzing purpose, each of the investigator will be accessing the data and they will be analyzing. So and that in that aspect, this chain of custody is essential. So by using this chain of custody, we will be maintaining who are all going to access the particular digital evidence. So by using this, we can easily capture if there is any modification done in the original data. Next one is integrity verification. So this integrity means a crucial role in throughout the investigation. So in this aspect, we have to verify and confirm that the integrity of the original evidence is not at all modified. In order to do that, we can make use of many hashing algorithms such as MD5, SHA. We can use those algorithms in order to make sure the analyzed data evident or digital data is not modified after the analyzing process, and it seems to be same as before the original before the analyzing process is made. Then regarding the write blockers, these write blockers will take responsibility for ensuring that the data is not modified. That is, if the write blocker is used in a particular data storage, in the sense the data which is being stored into that data storage will not be modified. So we can control that privilege by using this write blockers. So these three is considered to be essential while we are processing the data acquisition during the investigation process. Next, regarding the types of data acquisition, there are two types of data acquisition which is most commonly used in all kind of digital investigation. So the live acquisition and static acquisition. So this live acquisition will happen while the system is in powered on state. That is, it performs extracting the data from actually running systems without altering them. Usually the investigator will collect these kind of data from the volatile devices, such as volatile devices, and data which can be stored and retrieved from this volatile data storage is running processes, open network connections, and system configurations. For example, many of the tools will be supporting this live acquisition. So here there are some of the examples I have mentioned here, like FTP imager, ENCASE, and volatility tools can be used for performing live acquisition. Next, regarding static acquisition, the static acquisition is also called to be dead or offline acquisition. This kind of acquisition will be carried out once the investigator receives the search and seize warrant from the authorized person, and he went to the after he goes to that particular incident location, this kind of acquisition will be carried out. Here from this offline acquisition or static acquisition, the investigator must be conscious about the integrity of the data which he is acquiring for further analysis process. So if the integrity is this integrity is essential, because based on that integrity of the digital evidence only, we can able to conclude the evidence is as strong to submit in the court. So next, considering live acquisition, the static acquisition will be performed most commonly in all kind of investigation. So some of the tools were mentioned here. If it is a open source platform, in the sense we can go for DD tool, that is data dump. Next we can go for FTK imager and X-Face forensics tool. While considering X-Face forensics, the FTK imager will perform good for collecting static relevant data from the sources. Next is remote acquisition. So along with this live acquisition and static acquisition, in order to support these both acquisition, some other acquisition is also followed, which is called to be this remote acquisition. Here the investigator will make use of network connection and network connection in order to contact the data storage where the digital evidence is stored, and he used to collect the data without directly interfering with that particular physical device. Next, this kind of acquisition will allows the investigator to collect data remotely from the cloud based systems. So here there are some other tools which supports the remote acquisition, like F-response and network packet transfer capturing tools like Wireshark. So next, now we have discussed about two types of acquisition methods so far. Now we are going to discuss about some of the methods of acquisition which will be supported in both types of data acquisition. So one is these methods are completely based on in what way we are going to acquire the data from the original storage. So there are four methods for collecting the data from original storage. One is creating disk to image file, and second one is disk to disk copy, and third and fourth one is logical and sparse copy of the digital evidence storage. So in each of the crime investigation, in many time we will be in confusion in what type of method we have to stick on. In that case, the investigator cannot conclude whether he can go for first one or second one or third one. Instead of that, he will consider the situation of the crime and region where the particular crime happened. Based on that only he will be choosing the method of acquisition. Next, data acquisition methods. We are going to discuss about disk to image file. So this kind of method of acquisition method is most commonly used data acquisition procedure in all kind of cyber crime. So this method will convert the digital storage data content into a image file one, that is a bit by bit sector level copy of entire hard disk will be converted to a single image file. So the image file is a crucial data storage format in the cyber forensic investigation. So usually in the data acquisition process, the entire storage content will be converted to this image format only. So usually the image format can be of e01.dd and some other proprietary versions of image file formats are also available. So for example, FTK is considered to be most common tool for performing data acquisition. So in FTK we can make use of .e01 or .dd, that is a data dump is will also be supported by FTK. Along with the FTK, there are some other tools like ProDiscover and Smart. Next we are going to learn about creating disk to disk copy. That is, this kind of a method will be carried out by the investigator when the investigator is having the data storage, physical data storage which is equivalent to the original data storage. So this kind of acquisition method is considered to be a direct clone from one physical disk to another one. Here it will generate a exact replication of a source to the destination device. This kind of acquisition will be considered by the investigator when the space is available and the duplicate physical drive, that is the original physical drive, is actually needed for the further investigation process. Next, it will be very faster than full imaging, and also it will be suitable for many of the targeted investigation procedure. Next, the disk to disk method of investigation, data acquisition investigation can be supported by FTK Imager and X-Face Forensics tool. Next, or last two kind of methods are logical acquisition and sparse acquisition. So these two kind of acquisition will be used by the investigator whenever the investigator is aware of the digital data evidence which is actually residing into the data storage. That is, the investigator will know about the evidence storage location priorly. In that case, he will go for a sparse or logical acquisition technique. In this technique, the time constraint will be considered by the investigator the most. In logical acquisition, it will capture only the specific files of interest that is relevant to the case or crime, or specific type of files which is directly connected to the incident. This sparse acquisition will be similar to logical acquisition, but along with digital particular digital data content, it is also responsible for collecting fragmented or unallocated data types. So within this, let me conclude the data acquisition of cyber forensics technique. Thank you all.